Hey guys, it's me Danielle with Kingdom First Ministries. How are you? I hope that everything is good. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hey, okay, so guys, I'm here in Portland. Check it out. I'm in this really cool, little park area right here. We don't have any more rain or snow, so it's been really good. I'm so happy. Okay, so the Lord wanted me to pop on and continue to work on the court prep series. So we're doing court prep series 1, subject number 3, and this one is Amber Byers. Okay, Amber Marie Byers. She was born in December, and I think she just turned 40. Okay, now she, meaning Amber, was once known as Andrew, so she's been living her life as a woman now for some time. I don't know exactly for how long. When I first met Amber Byers, we met at a women's homeless shelter here in Portland, and basically, she was a YouTuber. She is a YouTuber. She was a YouTuber. She's on TikTok now. Anyway, we met, and when I first met her, she was complaining about her cyberbullies just on her and ruining her life. And I remember wanting to help in some way. So I introduced myself. I'm still a young YouTuber myself. This is going into my 2nd year now. So, I was my first year of YouTubing, and I looked at her as a mentor. Okay. We hit it off right away. We got along right away. We had some good times. We went shooting on videos. She helped me to do an intro, and she taught me a little bit about what's going on with YouTube. So, we just really clicked. There weren't too many content creators that we were in contact with in the real life. So it was really good for both of us. So she was talking about these people, this Sage and this Keegan and this Shane and I don't know whoever the other ones were. I forget their names. And so they told me that they had never met these people before, that these people were just coming against her because they were jealous of her, and that they wanted to be with her, and that they wanted her, and all of this. And so I was just really kind of like I don't know, it was just seemed so harsh, the type of hate that she was getting, that these people are pretty amazing. They would take her her videos, and then they would do hours long lives on just breaking her down from her hair to her toes, just saying that just basically really just the full-on roast for an hour. They would take everything line by line what she said, and it was just kind of dumb, if you ask me. There's many other better things you could do with your time, but that's what they chose to do. And so they were very much adamant on removing her from any type of internet platform, because they said she was a dangerous person, and they called her a pedophile. They said that she was a lot of bad things, just a lot of bad. I don't even remember everything, but they were really bad. So it just really brought Amber to her knees in a lot of ways, and to the point where she sorry guys, to the point where she faked her death on YouTube, and it was just really dramatic. So then she moved over to TikTok. Okay. And then she decided that she wanted to go back to school for criminal justice, and she wanted to become a cyberbully cop, to stop the cyberbullying, to help adults to be safe from people that are trying to destroy your life. Well, it's interesting because the person who wrote me that letter from last summer saying that she was, copying me and pretending to be me and did fake pages on me and all this, and, no, I'm not okay with it. I mean, who would be, and just little things started connecting, I remember when it was last summer, and the stalking was really heavy on me at the shelter where I was. And I remember going to Amber as a friend to try and get some support and everything, and she was just so much into her own thing that she really didn't even care about what I was going through, really. And in the heat of the moment, excuse me, they're attacking my throat chakra right now. Not today, Satan. Anyways, it's just basically whenever I really needed her, she wasn't there for me. And then she would just like ghost out. And I was like, what is going on, you know? And because I had such few friends at the time, I just kind of like just forgave her and just like, you know, went with it. And then this last time when I was moving from that last shelter where my ex-boyfriend Kenny had gotten me kicked out because he was Katie at the time. I know, look at my videos, you'll see the stories. So I didn't know what I was going to do, and Amber had her own place. I'm like, hey, can I come stay with you at least for tonight? And she was like, well, call me in the morning, we'll see how it goes. She never answered my calls. Again, I did videos on this as well. So I was just like, you know, I really needed you then. You know, where were you when I really needed you most? And she was just like, look, I'm sorry, I was going to school and I was going through some other things. I'm like, yeah, but I was one of your best friends. Why wouldn't you at least text me and tell me that you couldn't help? So it just turned into a thing. So finally, you know, I got this letter from this guy, Shane, and it just started clicking. Everything just started clicking. And the other thing that stood out was when I was like really kind of like freaked out, like I didn't know what I was going to do. Like I was like, where am I going to go? What's going to happen? You know? And I remember her saying, like, she was saying, only one night, Danielle, only one night. You can only stay for one night because through her housing, she can only like have people like stay or spend one night. And I was like, I know this, you know, why do you keep saying that? She was, only one night, Danielle, only one night. Meanwhile, I'm freaking out, like, what am I going to do, okay? Where am I going to go? And so I remember that being a situation that was really considered to me not cool. I would never treat a friend like that, you know, especially when it's already understood. So, and then I saw the thumbnail thing where, you know, like the thinker, you know, like my thumbnail, she was doing that on TikTok, and I was like, what is going on? So I didn't say anything, you know. And then again, the cadence in the voice and words that she would use that were exactly like mine, and little like mannerisms that she would do that were just like mine. So at that point I realized, you know, I think she's really a copycat. I really do. And so I started tapping into my spiritual, and then I realized, yes, she was. So after I had let her know, her reaction was just so vile, just so vicious, visceral. And it just reminded me of what that person had written to me in the letter, had said, you know, it's like, okay, you know, I know you're friends with Amber, but you're going to see a whole other side to her once you're not friends. So be careful. And I was like, oh, this has got to be crazy, you know, but it was true. And so they've been posting things on me online on their channel, and the lies that she's telling. Wow, I'm just blown away. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that to see that she would go to these lengths like this, and to be so cruel in her approach and everything, you know, it just shows me that everything that they said about her was true. I mean, I don't know about everything, okay, because there were like other accusations of like pedophilia as well. So I'm not saying that I think that, because I never saw anything that about her. I've never engaged in anything like that with her. I did hang out with her a couple of times at her new apartment. What else? You know, we didn't do anything. There was nothing going on. It was like right around Thanksgiving time, right before it was like right after Thanksgiving, like right into Christmas. And I was like really sick back then. But she wanted me to come and hang out with her for Christmas, and I wasn't able to due to being sick and, you know, the way it all went down. So she just like showed me the different parts to her. And it was funny because I remember when I did a video, I did a short, and I was saying, you know, I'm going to remember those who helped me, and I'm going to remember those who didn't help me. And I saw this little like message come in, you know how it like drops in, and it said, done, I'm done, and you're just this, and it was just like this. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness. So I go back to look at it, and it was gone. So she wrote me this really mean text, and then she deleted it. And then it's like, then she came on with like, look, you know, I apologize. You know, I'm working. I mean, I'm going to school. and I'm doing my videos. I'm working on my stuff, so you're shit out of luck, basically, you know? Sorry, but not sorry, kind of. So again, all the little things that she has done where I just connected the dots and I realized. And so after she exploded with this hate towards me, someone who she said that she would have her back. If you check my community tab, you'll see this little letter, this note that she had written to me. You know, and I take friendship seriously. You know, if I'm your friend, I'm gonna be your true blue. I'm gonna be your real friend to you. And because we both had been suffering from extreme stalking and cyberbullying and things like that, hers was more extreme than mine. Mine was more covert. Hers was more overt. So, you know, we had that in common. And she told me she would always have my back and everything. And it's just not true. They were all lies. And so the way I can tell that they were lies is because of her response to me on her community tab. So, you know, granted, I probably shouldn't have responded. And after this, I'm done. I'm not doing any more talking about her or anything because she's now irrelevant from my life. But for the court prep series, I'm just making it known right now that I never did anything illegal with her. I never had sex with her. I did not want to ever have sex with her. I had a little crush on her because she was just so amazing and smart and helpful, and she helped me so much, and her kindness and generosity, that the fake kindness, shall I say, and her generosity is what really drew me in. So even though she was an atheist, even though she was an anti-Trumper, even though she was trans, I overlooked all that, and I just was focusing more on the person, and I really just fell in love with the person that she was. And I'm talking in a platonic sense, not like a romantic sense. I mean, there was a moment or two where I was just like, you know, kind of wishing that she would go back to being a guy again, because she was such a cute guy when she was Andrew. But I don't know, I guess she just went through a lot of sexual abuse and a lot of traumas that, I don't know, made her decide that she wanted to become a woman. She never told me the reasons why she wanted to become a woman. I don't know. In case anyone sees me in a photo with her and she's in this wheelchair and she's got this sweatshirt on. It's a black sweatshirt with yellow letters and it said "fuck Trump" on it. I'm not saying that, okay? I love President Trump. I'm a Trumper, okay? I love him. You know, I was in that photograph with her because we were at a pride party at a location where we were. So, and I was surprised. I didn't expect to take that photo with her. So I just want anyone to know that I'm no longer associated with Amber Marie Byers. I'm not associated with her agenda. I'm not associated with her work. I'm not associated with her on any level from this point forward. So she's an anti-Trumper. I'm a pro-Trumper. I just want to make myself perfectly clear, okay? Yes, let's make America great again. Absolutely. So she's a Trump hater, and she's not a Christian. She's not a believer. And what she told me was that her family no longer speaks to her because of her cyberbullies, tarnishing her image in her parents' minds. But it was enough to get them to believe it. And same thing with her sister and her niece and friends that she's known for 20 years. I think one was named Kelly. 20 years of friendship just down the drain because of what she had learned from this group of people that were determined to remove Amber from the internet because they said she was so dangerous. And it got to the point where you know, this trio, this karmic trio, Sage, Keegan, and I forget her name, Lavender Bark. I think she goes by Lavender Bark. I don't know. I don't even know. But the bottom line is that she did like a whole bunch of like these expose videos on all of them, showing who they really were and all of this. But Amber's really smart with computers. She's a genius. And so whatever she may have been putting out there about me, like with whatever, like text messages or whatever else, you know, I don't even believe them because she'll create something fake and then just go with it. And, you know, again, you know, she had her YouTube play button. It was removed from her because of something that she did at she was at a funeral memorial service for this one nurse that passed away brutally, and she went to the scene and she wanted to use her ghost hunting skills, and I guess her bullies thought that she was trying to like set up a GoFundMe for like to be funneled into her account but that wasn't the case. But I don't know. Again, all I'm hearing is from Amber's side. I don't know. But this trio got in touch with this nurse's family, and they were like, "Look, just stay the hell away from us. We don't want you here." So, but Amber did do some good work with the paranormal and discovering some things. But again, I don't even know, because Amber's already saying lies about me, and they're so visceral and they're so vicious that it makes me not to believe whatever else that she's already told me. So, and then anybody that's going to come against a chosen one in the way that she has, it always goes wrong. And so she just like acts like she's God, like she's got the superiority complex because of how many subscribers that she has. So now she has like 150,000 or whatever. And in large part, the reason why her viewership grew is because of this battle that was going on between this trio and her. And she gladly rode that wave. Excuse me. She got a lot of following as a result of that. And maybe she's thinking that she's going to do the same thing with me now. But I'm just saying, Amber, if you're watching, no, this is all you're getting. This is it. This is the last bit of attention that I will be giving to you, because you are no longer relevant in my life. I was sad for a minute, but I'm over it. I'd rather know the truth than believe a lie all day long. So that's about it for anyone who is researching me or who wants to know what's going on, or my detailing, or if you're detailing me and you want to know my association with her, Amber, that's all it was. We worked on a few videos together. She did an intro for me. I thought she was my friend, and I found out otherwise. She's been pretending to be me. She's been my copycat, and we know that that's illegal. So, again, another fake friend. So you guys, again, as I've been saying in my messages on my community tab and all of that, if you get the first sign, the first red flag, if you get the first inkling, okay, if you hear them talking like you, if you hear them laughing like you, if you see them being any way in shape or form like you need to know that you need to start paying attention to that. No, it's not flattery, okay? And for those women out there, excuse me, that are friends with certain trans people, MTF, be careful, because we might, while we are embracing them as a woman, and we're trying to treat them well, like in the sisterhood and all that, just know that a lot of them, they can become enamored with you. And then pretty soon they become obsessed with you, and then they want to do everything like you. The way that they look at you, pay attention to how they look at you when you're hanging out. Amber would just look at every single inch of me. And again, so flattering, right? It's like, oh my goodness. They're looking at you in a way that they're stealing from you at that moment, really. And it's like they want to be you. And it's just, this is where the sickness comes in, the mental, In my personal life, I get inspired by women, by other women, and I admire them, but I'm not trying to be anybody else but myself. Somebody might have a really cute haircut, and I'd be like, oh gosh, that would look good on me. Or if I see somebody wearing a really killer pair of shades, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to get a pair just like that. That's so me. Inspiration is what I get. But I'm not over here trying to be obsessively, trying to be this person. And the more time that they spend with you, the more that they're gleaning off of you is what it is. So it's wrong, and it's illegal, both spiritually and in the real life. So, and again, working against any one of God's chosen people, they're going to see the karma. My ancestors are on it. The archangels are on it. Like, it's like, you want to keep spewing lies about one of God's children, especially when you're heathen, like Amber. There's going to be, she'll find out. Like, I'm sorry that this has to come to this. I didn't expect this from her at all, but again, people will always show you who you are. So just be aware, okay? That's about all I've got for now. If anybody has any questions or would like to contact me,